Oh, we're so back. Are we good? Oh, okay. Cool. And we're back. We just had a little bit of technical difficulties trying to get the map to load in here, but so far, does seem that is going to be Team Bunny up about 400,000 points already. No, I think that the score isn't actually properly showing, but it's definitely in the lead here with 1 FC, excuse me, to 0. All players on the side of delchoran come home have found breaks respectively. Highest score in their match for them is only about 310,000. So, and this one's pretty much already over. So this is definitely going to be a point for the Team Bunny whenever. Yes. And the overlay is dead. So we're off to a great start here in this match as Remizel with the solo play here. Of course, it's not going to be enough. It was Team Phil's that was able to win this point pretty decisively. No, it's their first pick as well, so not to be unexpected here for them to have done so well. But I do believe we have mostly everything fixed. The overlay being not there. If we're able to get the gameplay to work, that's completely fine. Kind of tell what's happening from just watching the gameplay, but it is going to be blue team's pick next. Blue team opting to ban some of the more mechanics-based maps as well. Getting rid of the Hard Rock in pick 2 and the Nomad Speed in pick 15. Having the gimmick banned against them, I have to imagine that they are going to try to pick into some of the gimmicks, so maybe do something like Force Mod pick 14 or Free Mod pick 9. Or no, 14's mechanics, excuse me. Something like pick 9, I feel like, because the Easy was banned against them and Gerald was banned against them, so no maze. But it is going to be map 18 free mod. So, actually going to be repeat. This one's a little bit of finger control, a little bit of tapping, like the smallest amount. But mostly just finger control. It's alt. Going 2x easy. I don't expect any players to take easy on this. I do think it is just going to be standard hidden hard rocks. We have an overlay. It might not be the one that you guys are used to, but if it works, and that's what matters. As delchoran come home does seem to be pretty prepared for this pick. Just having their 4 players in very quickly. Feeling pretty confident about this one. We'll have to see how they actually do on it, though. I can't imagine it doesn't go too poorly for them. Both teams are loaded in. We have Fault, Dash L, Evil Sean, and Sungyeon for the side of itsfills, and for the side of delchoran come home, we've got Super Nine, Haley, QQLu, and All Blue. It's going to be Sungyeon and Fault on the hidden, L on the hard rock, Super Nine, QQLu on the hidden, and All Blue on the hard rock. So Haley going to be matching Evil Sean here for the Nomads. And this map doesn't really do too much to begin with, but it's definitely going to be a little bit more difficult for the hidden players, I feel like. Or the hard rock players, excuse me, not the hidden players. Our first miss does come out from a hidden player, from QQLu, so that is going to give a slight score lead over towards itsfills. Start us off here on the first pick for delchoran come home. We see any players missing on some of these more aim sections? No, everybody hits that. But it's going to be All Blue find the next miss. Does unfortunately, or you can get traded out by Fault here shortly after, but both players struggling very hard here now. And score lead has shifted over towards delchoran come home, only slightly, about 50,000 points separating these two, as L and Sungyeon both dropped their full combos. Now it is just Evil Sean on the Nomad FC versus Super Nine on the hidden FC. Haley and QQLu both end up dropping their combos, so it is just going to be 1 FC to 1, and it does come down to the first miss between these two players. Evil Sean going to be the first to drop, but Haley ends up trading, and now Fault with the highest combo in the lobby at 236 is slowly swinging the score back over. They have to continue to hold on to their score here if they want this very, very tiny gap between these two scores to be able to close, but it's not really closing that quickly, however, as most of the players on both teams are missing, and Fault does end up dropping the combo. There is still time, but not much, and it's only about 10,000 points, or 50,000 points separating these two teams here. Anything could happen, but now the recovery combo is there for Haley, as well as Super Nine. Going to be matching Evil Sean, and nobody to be seen on the other side, and yeah, this is going to be a first point here for delchoran come home. Slightly less of a score difference here for the second map versus the first one that we saw, but still a point on the board, all the same. Only 3 A ranks. Of course, the hard rock players, you'd expect them to get B ranks on a map like this, but 3 A ranks is a little concerning. I am Team Red here, I would probably go with something like Nomad 6, maybe? Just given how hidden, or pick 17 went. Pick 6 would make a lot of sense to me. Not quite the same style of map, but pretty similar. I could also see them dip their toes into some mechanics, considering how scared delchoran come home seems to be on mechanics, given their bans. It's going to be pick 10, which is going to be Ashura-chan. This is a hidden pick, and it's hidden flow. Not quite the same as re-repeat, but a little similar. Re-repeat being a bit more focused on finger control, while this is more focused on aim control. Let's see if this one works out for them. I'm not actually certain how this one would go on paper between these two teams. But it does look like both teams have someone sitting in lobby to watch the timer. They've got their players practicing the map as we talk, make sure that they are getting prepared for it. Of course, this is best of 13, first to 7. So plenty of maps left to be played. Trying to come home does seem to have their roster prepped once again. Is going to be the same for Super Nai, Ramizel, Haley, and Kikulu. Evil Sean, Fault, Venetti coming in for the first time for itsfills, and L as well. JHS coming out. So yeah, it does look like we are going to be just running with this overlay for the rest of this match. Unfortunately, it seems to have just gone boom, and we cannot get it to work. So we are just going to run with this one. No problems here. You're going to have to get used to it, but what we're not used to here is seeing multiple misses already off the start here for multiple players. We've got Fault dropping, Venetti dropping, Super Nai dropping, now QQ going to be dropping. Every player missing on the side of itsfills, and is just Haley and Ramizel to be holding on to full combos to start this off. 70,000 point difference already just off of that solo beginning section alone. The beginning section is a little bit tricky, but Venetti going to be dropping more going at right after that is not what you want to see for fills here on this second pick from them. It's already gone to about 100,000 point lead here for delchoran come home. The recovery from Super Nai and QQ is going to be helping Ramizel and Haley out quite immensely. Ramizel does end up dropping, but is traded by Fault and L. And it's really just down to Venetti and Evil Sean to be holding back these major combos on the side of delchoran come home, but with Evil Sean dropping their combo, then it's really not looking too good so far here at the start of this map. It is a bit longer of a map than most in the pool, so there's plenty of time for recovery combo to be made and scores to be brought back, but they really kind of need to lock in. However, the first section for Super Nai going to be dropping them from their full combo that they had. Haley and Ramizel dropping as well, and Venetti and L are holding through this, so this is going to help switch that score lead back over towards the side of itsfills. Especially now that QQ misses on seemingly nothing. There's no more major combos here for delchoran come home. And these two recoveries are starting to get really massive on Phil's side. Venetti does end up dropping, but it's still L sitting comfortably on the 570 combo. It's putting a lot of work as the score lead is now shifted back below 100,000 points. We have to continue holding. Super Nai going to be dropping. QQ dropping, Ramizel dropping. Haley is on the recovery now. 500 points, keeping itsfills teams at bay. And show. Okay, we are good. And L ends up dropping! No! So now this score lead that was slowly shifting over towards itsfills is going to be negated completely. However, Haley does end up dropping their combo as well. The recoveries are actually still slightly higher for itsfills. Never mind. Evil Sean and Venetti going to be dropping. It's just Fault now on the combo versus Super Nai, and Fault drops as well. This is most certainly going to be a point for delchoran to come home. There's not enough time left in the map. 100,000 points separating these two teams. I don't see it closing. I mean, there is a chance, but the chance is so slim. And this is going to be the first breakpoint of the match. Okay, update. We have overlay. But yeah, it's Phil's with their second pick. Unfortunately, was not able to bring it back. It was kind of close, but I mean, realistically, not that close at the same time. You had multiple players on the side of Delchoran Come Home, dropping like 600, 700 combo. Whereas there was, I think, like only 1 or 2 players that were able to do that on Phil's team. So, unfortunately, did not work out for them. They're down a break point here to start this match off. 1-2 in favor of Delchoran Come Home. We'll have to see where Delchoran wants to go their next pick. Is pick 6? No. Yes. Yes. Pick 16. This is a complete switch up from what we'd already seen so far from either of these two teams. We're going streams. This is a hard rock as well. Interesting decision to go this direction, but I mean, I'm sure some players are calling that they're feeling this one pretty well, so. Yeah, current score is 1-2. Despite what the overlay might be saying. $200 BPM on these streams. Definitely, these players need to be comfortable with that kind of tapping. I know I am not, so, but I'm not playing in this tournament. Ooh, we are going to be seeing Whoop come in for the first time here for Delchoran Come Home. As well as Acer making their first appearance, and Snowpoint as well for Delchoran Come Home. A couple of new faces in this match. I do think that these are the two teams for this pick here. Pick number 2 from Delchoran Come Home. See if they're going to be able to consolidate on this breakpoint. It's going to be Acer, Vanetti, L, and Evil Scene. There's this Super Nice, Snowpoint, Haley, and Whoop. And this map just starts immediately. Multiple players have already found misses on this one. In fact, unless it's just Bancho, it does appear that all players on the side of its fills have found a miss. Good old Bancho on a Sunday morning. I think we're all loaded in here. I do believe it is just Haley on the only oh no, it's Haley and Evil Scene on the full combos. And then a couple of early misses from Acer and L, as well as Whoop, but Haley going to be dropping the final full combo for the side of Delchoran Come Home. Does switch that score lead over to its fills, only just slightly though. And Snowpoint missing on the jumps is definitely not a spot you want to be missing on. Super Knight going to be dropping on the streams as well. Whoop and Snowpoint dropping as well once again, and now this recovery combos from its fills are just really putting in a lot of work here. So you see the score shifting about 200,000 already here. A quarter of the way through the map. Or a quarter remaining, excuse me. $250,000 points is going to be pretty tough to bring back here for Delchoran Come Home. potentially a blunder of a pick, but we'll have to see if they're going to be able to do anything here. However, players all missing on that jump section is really bad, as Evil Steen is really looking good here. Very comfortable, 1000 combo. And nothing to be seen on the side of delchoran come home. I mean, 500 combo is pretty good from Luke, but it's not doing too much. However, Evil Steen does end up dropping their combos, so you know, if there is an opening, it's now. That scroll lead is shifting, but it's very slow. As Acer's got the respectable recovery on the 700 as well. It's almost pretty much our match 1-1 for all players here from both teams. It's a very, very minor combo advantage for delchoran come home. Now a bit higher with Acer dropping theirs, but is it going to be enough? I'm not really sure. The map's coming to a close here, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be yet another breakpoint here in favor of itsfills. Just based off of the major performances from these players. Yeah, definitely not going to be enough. 200,000 points, not comebackable. Respectable team scores from both teams, but yeah, a bit of a blunder from delchoran come home. I wasn't expecting them to just lock in the raw mechanics tapping here in this hard rock pick, but they didn't look uncomfortable on it necessarily, but they didn't look comfortable. I think that really came down. Delchoran. I'm being told the special voice in my ear is telling me it's delchoran. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep saying delchoran, and you guys are gonna be mad about it. An evil Sean. No, I will try to do pronunciations properly. I don't know pronunciations for a lot of things, so thank you for letting me know. I won't take the bait, Chibi. I won't allow it. It's pick 12. It's pick 12 time. It's just been complete switch up here from both teams on all of their picks so far. Started off with pick 17, which is a little bit of tech. Then we go into repeat, which is like finger control. And then we go into flow, and then we're into tapping, and now we're into just full-on aim, but it's AR8. So yeah, very, very big switch-ups here from both teams. They're really just kind of trying to throw me in for a loop. I can't really figure out what their plans are. I think they're just really picking off of what they feel comfortable with. They're not really thinking that they're better at one specific skill set than the other team. We'll have to see how this one goes. Again, it was one breakpoint in favor of delchoran. But itsfills was able to recover that breakpoint on the previous pick. But we are going to be getting into it. Finity Fault, Sumyon, and Evil Seen versus Ramizel, Kukulu, Super Knight and Snowpoint here. Yet another hidden pick. I'll have to see how this goes for its fills. They do seem to be a bit more comfortable on the hidden, but this is an AR8 hidden, so not very, very comfy. As we do see the first miss coming out here from Evil Scene. Going to give a very slight score advantage towards Delchoran. Super Knight going to be trading it eventually. Does help to negate the score, I believe. Snowpoint missing on seemingly nothing, though, is a little bit concerning. That is definitely going to help out its fills very respectably. And Venetti going to be dropping combo shortly after is going to negate that once again. Currently 2 FCs to 2. Slightly better recovery on the side of Delchoran. Love that pattern so much. All players are hitting it. It's going to be Super Knight first to drop in this section here. Let's get traded out by Venetti. Every player on the side of its fills actually dropping their combo. Ramizel going to drop for another player on Delchoran come home, but it's still QQ on the full combo and Snowpoint on the respectable 400 recovery, and that's really bad for its fills on this pick. Going to need to see some major disruptions here from Delchoran come home. As Kikilu is playing with fire and is cursor dancing on some of those little start-stop sections. Didn't seem to mess them up, but Snowpoint does end up dropping their recovery combo, so it's going to help dampen the score gap that is gaining here for Delchoran come home. But 200,000 is still quite a big score gap, and it's just going to keep climbing with Kikilu on this full combo. Samyeon, Venetti, or no, sorry, that was just Samyeon, now Venetti, both going to be dropping, gets traded up by Snowpoint and Ramizel. Into the break now, players are seeing that Kikilu's on a bit of a tear here. It's actually not a full combo. I saw an A rank with 98.5% accuracies. That does mean that Kikilu did end up missing very early on, but I mean 930 combo is, you may as well just call it an FC at this point. However, if Kikilu does end up dropping relatively soon, there is slightly a chance for its fills, but not if players keep missing like that. I'm just gonna lock it in now. I don't believe it's possible for its fills to bring this one back. Snowpoint, Ramizel both dropping, Super Knight as well shortly before that, and it's just Venetti to be trading. So there are these recoveries. Samyeon does end up dropping their combo as well, and Kikilu finally ends up dropping this Mir FC run. But the score is just not there. There were too many misses early on, and especially now with the final two remaining recoveries on the side of its fills dropping, there's nothing that this team can do to bring this one back. It's going to be another breakpoint here for Delchoran come home. 3 breakpoints back to back. And yeah, we've got a match on our hands. A couple of blunders, I think, from some of these picks. I mean, 1.6 million scores, it's pretty good, but like I wouldn't feel so confident on picking something like that if I'd have to see what their team sheet looks like. Maybe it's just nerves playing a part. You can't ever really discount a team's score just based off of what you see. I'm sure that it looked a lot better on their team sheet, but Kikilu definitely just ran that show. If Kikilu doesn't drop that 1k combo, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a point for its fills there. The rapid fire pick 14 here coming out from Delchoran. And it's going to be the forced mod. Pick 14. TJ Hangnail Kamui? This is actually a force mod where I could see some players going easy. However, it is only 1.6 multiplier for the easy on this map. But why I could see them going easy is because it's a pretty straightforward map to just full combo consistently. It does take a tiny bit amount of tapping, right? It's still 210 BPM, but it's like 210 BPM with easy. Like, come on. Okay, what am I mispronouncing now? Good lord. Hangnail? I don't know how to say anything. I give up. I give up. Okay, guys, they picked the map by map artist featuring map name for the forced modification. Say my name. No, it does look like all players are in though. Curious to see what the mod choices are for these players. Pick number 6 here. Delchoran Come Home has another chance to consolidate on a breakpoint. I am a bit more confident about this pick than their last one, but I don't know. We'll have to see what the mod choices are. Do we see any easies? I'm not spying any, unless Super Knight is the lone easy in the lobby. No. It's going to be 2 hiddens, 2 hard rocks per team. A little bit sad, but I mean, it's 1.6x. Like, you can't like discount them for not wanting to go easy on this. You are at a significant disadvantage, even if you full combo, and especially if you don't full combo, then you are very behind. Like, this map's kind of a bit more of an older style map. Got a lot of like circular flow to it. Some early misses coming out here from Evil Scene, Whoop, and Ramizel. Venetti going to be trading with Haley here on that little 1/3 pattern. But it is 2 FCs to 1 currently with respectable recoveries from Whoop and Evil Scene. Just give a slight score advantage to itsfills, and now with Whoop chain missing that, Ramizel does drop the recovery that they had built up, as well as Haley, that gets traded out by Fault and Venetti. Still L on the full combo. And Evil Scene on the respectable 400 recovery. It's just Super Knight holding them back, and if Super Knight falls, then this is really bad. This is one of the longer streams too. Everybody hits it. I was expecting some players to kind of fall apart there, but no, everybody hits that. Score gap only about 100,000 separating these two teams. We're going to have to see some major breaks from the side of itsfills if Delchoran wants to bring this one back, because this map is coming to a close very quickly. It is 50,000 points actually. Whoop does end up dropping. Evil Scene dropping the recovery, and that's a huge mark for itsfills. Is there enough time? This 30,000 points is closing now. More misses coming out from the side of itsfills. Super Knight has to hold on, and the score lead does shift right at the very end. 200,000 points seemingly out of thin air. Just Delchoran Come Home is able to get the break point consolidated here on this pick off the back of Super Knight. What an amazing score. Some very key performances from 2 players here on these last 2 maps for Delchoran Come Home. And yeah, that is going to be 4 points to 2 now in favor of delchoran off that consolidated breakpoint here. It's going to be back over to itsfills. We'll have to see where they want to go with this. Haley getting ghosted by fault as pick 13 gets picked here for itsfills. Going into double time. I think this is the first double time map that we have seen so far in this match. Of course, there's only 3 double times in this week's pool. You've got pick 4, which is 240 BPM, pick 8, which is a little bit of speed and reading, and then some more aim here in pick 13. I definitely think no more mechanics, guys. Let's go aim. Return to basics. I want to meet the person who learned how to stream before they learned how to do jumps. Because I know none of you were that person. But if you were, tell me. Okay, the little bug in my ear is telling me that they were one of those people. So I've been lied to. Sorry, the little bug being Jameson. Don't call Jameson a little bug, please. Thank you. Jameson is a very cool person, and we should thank them. And we should thank them for helping make this tournament run so smoothly. Smile. Smile. It's map number 7. Phils needs to get a breakpoint back somewhere, but they need to win this point to begin with. Acer coming back in. I haven't seen Acer in a little while. Kappa Chungus Deluxe. This one is going to be just the raw double time on a DT free mod. There is a hidden DT in pick 8, and the other DT is also just DT, so. But a very early miss here from Whoop. Still score lead is favoring delchoran come home just off of accuracies alone, but Snowpoint and Supernai going to be dropping their combos, and that's going to be a very easy score switch here for itsfills. 4 FCs to 1. Players are still continuing to struggle on the side of delchoran come home. Acer finally drops first full combo on the side of itsfills, but it's 3 to 1. 2 to 1 now, as Venetti ends up dropping. But the recoveries aren't quite there for delchoran. It's only Supernai in the recovery. Snowpoint and Whoop dropping their combos consistently here. And Haley just needs to hold on and hope for a complete disaster for the side of itsfills. We've definitely seen it happen before, especially during the last map. A single player can make all the difference, but right now it's 250,000 points making the difference between these two teams, so Snowpoint and Whoop continue to struggle. Really need to see them kind of lock in here. Help get some supporting combo going for Haley and Supernai now. Venetti going to be trading with Whoop and Supernai, and I actually missed it, but Haley ends up dropping the full combo, and I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin on this pick. It's 800,000 points separating these two teams, by far the biggest score margin that we've seen so far in this match. And yeah, this one is not going to be able to be brought back here for delchoran come home, so good answer from itsfills on the consolidated breakpoint, but Now they do still need to get a breakpoint back of their own if they want a chance to take this to tiebreaker or just win the thing. Yeah, solid team score from itsfills, dropping to 3.1 million. Full combo from L. 2x miss from Acer and Evil Scene, and Venetti with the 4x miss. Unfortunate timings to be missing for both Acer and Venetti, but yeah, really just Evil Scene and L just putting in massive work here for itsfills. So solid choice to answer back. 3-4, down a point. But we've already seen 3 breakpoints in this match. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another. I'm not really sure what delchoran come home wants to go with. I would probably stay away from double times if I were them. And yeah, it's gonna be the Nomad one. The Eve of Epic. Pick one. And we're joined by Plute. I'm not alone anymore. Hello, Plute.
Good morning.
Good morning. Would you like to butcher some names with me? But like you actually know how to pronounce the names, so you can do it like on purpose?
Have you been doing this? I closed the stream.
I have not been doing it on purpose. But apparently I was saying delchoran?
Yeah, no, I was watching those ones.
Yes, okay. I don't know. I don't even know what I say wrong and what I say right anymore. I just say things like 50 different pronunciations until like somebody's like, you said it wrong for one of them. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Was it one of the other 49 pronunciations? Yeah, now somebody's gonna tell me that it's Hele.
Okay, that's too far.
I'm just saying. Could be Hele. It could be Shushulu. We're talking like Chinese pronunciation. Qiyu is Shu. No, I don't think that is. Listen, I'm doing my job here, okay?
Alright, but yeah. Blue team up the breakpoint?
Yes. Yep. Blue team is up the consolidated breakpoint. It's been 3 breakpoints so far in this match. 2 for delchoran come home, and 1 for itsfills. And this is delchoran's pick. Or it's delchoran's pick.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Okay. Breakpoint on pick. I believe that's pick 9. Yeah, right.
8 right now.
Right. Yeah. This map going to be just tapping map in disguise. It's rhythm.
It's quads. 1/6 mixed with 1/4 mixed with 1/3.
Yep.
Early misses here from 2 players on the side of delchoran come home. Supernai and all blue going to be the first to drop for them. It does get traded out by L and Sungyeon, but 2 FCs to 2 currently. And the map's kind of short actually. It's already a quarter of the way done.
Yeah, Sungyeon's going to be finding another break though.
Recovery's looking a lot better here for delchoran come home. That score lead is slowly switching over.
Yep. Zeroki finds a... Wait, hold on, let me confirm, which one is that? Oh, Scene finds a break, and that's important! Trade by Kukulu, though.
Yeah, but Fall goes down, yeah. Final FC.
Okay, yeah, that one is Zeroki. Okay. But yeah, Haley... completely unmatched right now on the FC. With Super Knight with the really incredible back-end combo right now.
250,000 points separating these 2 teams. It's only a third of the map left.
Yeah,
we've seen it so far once in this match, but
yeah, but there's 0 combo to be found.
There's no combo. There is no combo. Super Knight drops.
Bencho?
It's not gonna be enough.
Bencho?
400,000 is
Not
plenty enough.
Bencho. Yeah. Haley looking to close out an incredibly dominant pick with what could be an FC.
We'll have to see how they end up doing. And it is going to be the full combo.
Yeah. Oh, and I believe that is... Wait, what happened to score there? Anyways, yeah. Further, my mind has not been changed. This is a tapping map in disguise.
Yes. Full comboing that in match is kind of disgusting.
That is pretty absurd, yeah.
Good job to Haley for the full combo. That's the second time that we've seen Haley in this match just pull a solo score out of thin air to just bring them the point easily.
Mm-hmm.
And the last pick for that was pick 12, I believe.
Pick 12 was an 800k from Kukulu, just
Kukulu, not
by
okay, so not
large
Kukulu, yeah, not Haley, Haley. Oh my god, now I'm whatever. Not Haley. It was Kukulu, but still, a similar story here for Delchoran Come Home.
I am praying to see pick 3. This is the one match that it has not been banned in. Alright, and it's pick 11!
Pick 11. More aim. This one's 252 BPM though. A little bit of a switch up here, but it's not really tapping per se. Definitely going to be favoring alt players though.
And the lobby is not empty.
Somebody's
What
lobby sitting. Somebody's lobby sitting.
There's one lobby sitter.
The job of lobby sitting is a lot more important than you guys would think. Okay, you have to sit in lobby, you have to watch the timer, sometimes you have to say like 30 seconds remaining.
Sometimes? I think that's every time. It may as well be every time actually.
When I was lobby sitting for my team in AAH, they were like, okay, just lobby sit, and then I lobby sat, and then they'd like join in 20 seconds after the map was picked, and I'm like, what's the point?
Anyways, getting into this map. Seen Acer, Zoroki, and Sumyon versus Haley, Remzel, Albu, and Super Knight.
I'm sorry, say that again? That's not how I pronounce Al. What is their name? Just
L, previously known as Zoroki.
Zoroki. Okay, I will do that. Let's ban name changes.
Even though the other L is just not in this tournament, I think. Or it's not in this match, so no ambiguity here. I don't care.
Really misses here. Haley going to be the only one to drop on Delchoran Come Home. Sumyon, Evil Scene, and Zoroki all finding misses of their own on the very beginning of the map. Being so early on,
though.
Yeah, that is not necessarily that good.
But here we go into the bigger dump sections.
Someone drops their recovery. It's still just Haley to be trading with anybody.
one more sustained jump section coming out here. It's gonna catch out Ramizel, so that's one FC down for delchoran come home. But that's still two FCs. Two basically FCs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the recoveries on Ace will start coming back up. Let's see, do they get through this section? Yes, they. Oh, but Simeon slider breaks!
Yeah, but Simeon was one of those players that already had missed, so them missing some more isn't necessarily the worst.
Yeah.
Plus, they're actually matching Haley a bit more so their score's not doing too bad here. It's really keeping delchoran come home at bay from Evil Sun and Evil Scene and Zaruk.
Oh, Super Knight breaks out nothing!
Oh goodness. Yeah, that switches the score lead right over.
Yeah,
just
like that. There goes Simeon breaks, Super Knight breaks again, just solidifying the drop. And here we're at the halfway point, so these combos are really gonna start to matter. So three-way recovery on the side of itsfills. Zeroki goes down, but still two really big combos versus just all blue. And it goes all blue! It's just
Ramizel's on this 100, but 600 is not going to be enough. You need to see a break from Scene or Acer. Preferably both.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's just this map is really just coming down to these big combos, and there's still some combo left. Like, just a slow section for that score to just continue growing. And as we get into this last quarter of the map, delchoran come home is just hoping that both Acer and Scene break.
There's a Scene.
And I've spoken to existence.
There,
yeah, 200k score gap. If Acer breaks, then it could happen. But it's gonna be really close.
Right now. If the break doesn't happen within like the next 30 notes, then it's probably not happening.
And that's gonna be it. All blue goes down. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Acer finally breaks, but it doesn't matter. There's just not enough time.
I don't think there's enough time.
Yeah, they can't claw back 200k. Ramizel would have needed to. Oh, and speaking of which, no more combo for Ramizel, and that is going to be a secured 4th point for Red Team.
Okay, guys.
Oh, okay.
Make a new GIF, guys. Can we not do this, bro? Oh no.
I must save the clip for later.
GG. New GIF just dropped.
Wait, I just noticed. I don't think either of them actually misread the slider.
Really?
Okay, Scene misread the slider. Simeon just started cursor dancing and just didn't aim far enough.
A little troll.
Oops.
No, Simeon definitely misread it, but they were cursor dancing. So, if they weren't cursor dancing, then the misread wouldn't have been so bad. Yeah. Oh god.
Pick 9. Night of Nights.
Night of Nights. It's itsfills down a breakpoint. I could see them realistically getting it back here. We already saw one of the free mods getting picked, or well, excuse me, force mod. And,
no, never mind. It is. And
wait.
It's their pick. Okay.
Guys.
Pick 4. It is. The 1 minute long DT tapping map. Well, I think we know what itsfills wants to pick next, in that case.
Will they actually pick it? We will see.
Okay, so, you know, the way I'm looking at this, we might end up with 3 precision maps for tiebreaker if they go to it.
Yeah, it's a good possibility of that.
Or, well, it's honestly just the gimmicks. It's just all the gimmick maps. Picks 3, 5, and 6 are all just one variant of, like, hyper gimmick. So yeah, anyways, here we go. Jameson, pick 4 is not marked. Anyways, here we go. Getting one of the last half maps out of the way.
I love tapping.
I also love tapping.
Oh, I'm not being serious at all. I can't tap anything.
Neither can I, don't worry.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
It's a lot of misses already. Super Knight,
Yeah.
Loop, Haley, Acer, Fault, Scene now. It's 1FC to 1.
It's just, yeah, it's the solo carry show.
The accuracy difference, though, is very, very huge between these two teams. So Corn Come Home looking so much more comfortable accuracy-wise.
Yeah. Look at that score gap. Already 600k and just climbing, like, unbelievably fast. All
Yeah,
blue goes
almost-
down, Whoop goes down.
I want to say
But
at least
it still doesn't even
300
matter.
of
The
that.
score's still going up.
Yeah.
And
I wanna
the
say
map's
at
already
least-
over.
400,000 of that score difference was just accuracy alone. That's the S rank
yeah.
from Super Knight.
Yeah. S rank from Super Knight. 1 miss from All Blue, Haley, and Zeroki.
Yeah, 2 C's, 2 B's. I mean, Zeroki with the 1 miss and 900k is actually really good, but unfortunately, the one-man solo carry was just not going to be enough on this one. This match point now for Delchoran Come Home. It's Night of Nights, though, too, for itsfills. itsfills has to win this pick. They have to win Delchoran's next pick, and then we go to tiebreaker, potentially. Or Delchoran Come Home can just close this one out right here now.
Alright. And here we go. They are indeed going to be sticking with pick 9.
I would be a little bit surprised if we see anybody go easy on this, considering we didn't see any easies on Kamui for the 4th mod from either of these two teams. They opted for 2 hiddens, 2 hard rocks. I do think that there might actually be some overmodding on this map because it's actually one of the easier maps in the pool.
Yeah, I am hoping to see an easy.
I mean, it's Night of Nights. I feel like if there are any easy players, they've definitely played this map with easy before.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is like they should be taking easy on it, but it's also like the problem is that it's like it is not exactly very difficult on. I mean, like if you're considering how like the easy players are also gonna be the ones like taking hidden or something, then
slight overmodding on the side of its fills. One hidden, one hard rock, and a hidden hard rock. Its fills needs to win the next 2 maps in a row if they want to get to tiebreaker. If they even lose so much as 1 point, the game's over, so... What's on the line here?
Super Knight going to be dropping. Traded by Acer though, that's...
It's better for delchoran because Acer's on the double mod. That extra score that you can get with overmodding always is a little scary, especially if that player's able to get a lot of combo, but with Acer dropping yet again is definitely looking a little bit bad here for its fills. They really need to just lock in these scores. First pause. 90,000 points separating these 2 teams. Anything can happen, but if you're delchoran, you're gotta be feeling a little bit good about 90,000 points halfway through the map.
I will say though, Acer is actually still above Super Knight's score. Just though, look at the accuracies on delchoran Come Home. That's really what's holding them up so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Acer dropped traded by Haley, so that's an FC down, but Super Knight is on a strong recovery.
It does actually make a little bit of a difference. You can see the score lead kind of shifting very slowly towards its fills. It was about 130,000 when Haley dropped their combo, now it's down to 100,000.
Yeah.
Did we just get Among Us?
We did just get Among Us.
How dare
Haley drops again. This map is only getting harder, so these players need to continue holding combo. Still basically the 3-way on the side of its fills versus the also basically 3-way, but look, the score is actually going over very slowly.
Yeah, despite these misses from Acer, Twisted Chimera cannot break, L cannot break, Zeroki cannot break there, and yeah, that's it.
Breaks, but look at that. Steam goes down, and that is every FC from It Fills down.
Just Ramizel now. Final pattern here. And Ramizel
not
doesn't
going to lock out the FC,
Oh,
but that is going
matter.
to be it for this match.
It does not matter. Delchoran come home with a strong 7-4 victory.
Yeah.
There was how many breakpoints? Like 5 breakpoints or something?
Yeah, this was a very close match.
Yeah, very tough one to lose for its fills, but I mean, both teams putting up some good scores on all the maps. Unfortunately, just this one was not in favor of them, and what is this? Winner's bracket, I think?
This is the loser's bracket.
This is a loser's bracket, so it is
It Fills going to be dropping out at 4th place. And delchoran come home, going to be moving on to face the loser of the winner's bracket match, which is happening, I believe, very soon.
It's 17 UTC.
So yeah, couple hours to go.
That's gonna be it for us for now. Make sure to come back for that next match, 17 UTC.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye bye.